Good morning, class. Welcome to the class. And today we'll take the another topic of the chapter electoral politics. So yesterday we had discussed about is it good to have the political competition, and where we had seen that the competition is very much necessary, but it should be in healthy manner. So now here we'll see another topic. What is our system of election? System of election generally, in simple term, we had discussed in the previous chapter that the system is to be free and fair. Everyone should get the right the vote, and the people who want to contest the election. But in this term, generally we'll see the types of election and the constituencies, electoral constituencies, where the election take place at different time during the election period. So here, can we say that Indian elections are democratic? To answer this question, let us take a look into the how the elections are held in India. Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha Assembly election are held regularly after every 5 years. After 5 years, the term of all elected representatives comes to an end. Means when election period got over, what happens? Another election preparation take place, and the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha stands dissolved. Elections are held in constituencies at the same time, either on same day or within a few days. Generally, you have seen when election take place, some months are decided, suppose April or another kind. So in that particularly some dates are given on that particular date when the election will be taking place. So this is called the general election. General election, the first type is that general election. General election on a particular after the regular interval when election take place, they are called general. Sometimes election is held only at one constituencies to fill the vacancies caused by death or resignation of a member. Sometimes you have seen that elections are not taking place in the whole country, but at a few places or one or two, because of some reason election take place. The reason can be of death of that particular person, and another is resignation given by that member. So this is called by election. So two elections are there: general election and by election. So in this chapter we will focus on the general election. Generally what happens in democracy. So for that particularly we'll see the electoral constituencies. Remember the constituencies in Haryana reference we read that there were 90 MLAs. So how the election took place. So to understand better we'll see here, because this word we left there, constituencies. So you read about the people of Haryana electing 90 MLAs. You may have wondered how they did, and that did every person in Haryana vote all the 90 MLAs. You perhaps know that this is not the case in our country. We follow an area based system of representation. The country is divided into different areas for the purpose of election, and these areas called electoral constituencies. Electoral constituency, particularly from where the election are contested. The voters who have in area elected one representative. From one constituencies, one representative is elected. For Lok Sabha, for Lok Sabha elections, the country is divided into 543. We know this. Rajya Sabha, it is 245 constituencies, and the representative elected from each constituencies is called the member of parliament, that is MP. The full form of MP, member of parliament. One of the features of the democratic election is that every vote should have equal value. We read this term because here we are discussing why the elections are called democratic in India. So each election, that every vote should have equal value, and that's why our constitution requires that each constituency should have roughly equal population living within it. So similarly, with the state is divided into specific number of assembly constituencies. In case of the election, representative is called member of legislative assembly or MLA. When we are talking about states, it is MLA. When we are talking about central or union election, we are talking about, they are called MPs. So each parliamentary constituencies has within it several assemblies constituencies. The same principle applies for panchayat municipal elections. Each village or town is divided into several wards. Here the state is in different constituencies, countries in different constituencies, and village, because that is short and small unit, that is into ward. So each ward elects some member of the village or urban local body. Sometimes these constituencies counted as seats. So obviously we count them as seats. The constituencies, because number of constituencies, number of seats in parliament. For each constituencies represent one seat in the assembly. When we say Lok Sabha, Lokdal 160 seats in Haryana, it means that candidates of Lokdal 160 assembly constituencies in the states, thus Lokdal and 60 MLAs in the assembly. So this was regarding the constituencies. So in the next video, we'll take the reserved constituencies in our country. Okay, thank you. We take in another video that topic.